Hello guys, and welcome again to the channel. On today's video, we will be checking out the new plugin that Plugin Alliance just put out. This is SPL Big. So basically what this do is just to widen your stereo image. So you can use it on a mix bus or individual buses, maybe your drum bus or your music bus, because there's also option to actually mono a particular frequency, which is mono maker. For many years, I've always used this BX Digital V3 or the V2 when they had the version 2. So you can see there's that mono maker here as well. And this is your stereo width. I've always used this to widen my stereo when I want it. But with this one, there's actually something cool about it. So I've thought, let me see how close they can actually match if I try to sort of get a settings that's closer to this. Obviously, this will now tell me if one really need this or not. But before we go further, let's just go to the website so you can see what this main three controls do, because normally the plugin comes like this. You have the bigness, the range, and the stage. So let's look online, see what they do. So as you can see, this is the hardware and it costs about $398. Obviously, if you have your 500 series launch box to power it. So this is what they talk about it. You can see range. It's a less frequency to be processed. So I feel like from the high, it might be somewhere around 500, I'm not sure. But then you have 1, 2 going around till 9, then open. Probably from 10K is now all the way to the top, maybe 20K. Then you have your bigness, which is obviously this big knob to now adjust how much you want that to happen. The cool one here is actually this stage, which according to them is actually decide where the frequencies you've selected on the range is placed, either front or back. Let's see where they talked about that. This is where they talked about it. You can see the combination of range and stage makes the Big even more flexible. So if you read this part, you actually see how we explain this is what the stage does. And I really think it does something very, very unique in the sense that, when it's engaged, the way it sort of moves those frequencies around is quite, intriguing, especially when you're listening on a headphone. So let's just go back to the DAW and have a listen. This is it with the SPL Big.
But you wanted my attention. Yeah, you wanted my affection. You got me tattooed on your mind. You just want me all that time. Well, this place is never what it seems. Take me out there.
So I really like how it places every instrument, especially the vocal now sound a lot more crispier and the highs really sounded more lush. So let's actually see if we can get the same thing with this BX Digital V3. So far I've tried to sort of mimic what we got going on here, because if you open the expert mode, the mono maker is set at 100 Hertz. So I've actually set this at 100 Hertz. Then obviously the stereo width, this one just gives you in percentage. That has got more going on, obviously the range and stage, which we don't quite have. So I've sort of tried to match it with ears, just playing this. So at about 135, because it's usually at 100, between 130 and 135 seems to be where I'm getting the same vibe as this, even though it's not quite, as front to back, because I feel like with this one, there's a little bit of front to back effect happening as well as, sides. But with this one, I feel like it's just spreading it to the sides, but not much front to back going on. Let's have a listen.
But you wanted my attention. Yeah, you wanted my affection. You got me tattooed on your mind.
So you can see how obviously this one happens and how the SPL Big does its own. So now what I'll do is actually flick through both. So I'll keep this BX Digital V3 going, then few bars in I'll turn it off and engage the Big, just to see if you will notice much of a difference between both.
But you wanted my attention. Yeah, you wanted my affection. You got me tattooed on your mind. You just want me all that time. Well, this place is never what it seems. Take me out there. Take me out of LA. This place.
So as you can see how much crispier the SPL Big sounded, even though sometimes I feel like it actually changes the sound of the mix somehow, which I feel like obviously you could also back this off if you don't want it to affect it much, because this is what's obviously making that push front or back. So you can just play with the stage or just have it in the middle, just, you know, keep it centered sort of. Let's have a listen.
People talk to me about the men who try to get between. They buy you bags and jewelry. They think your kindness is so weak. No, you don't give it up so easy, babe. But you wanted my attention. Yeah, you wanted my affection. You got me tattooed on your mind. You just want me all that time. Well, this.
So this obviously sounds like you actually benefit also you maybe have it on from the start of your mix and then mix into it, because it feels like it proves this in a nice obviously stereo field, but on the other hand making it a little bit brighter than the original mix is. So let me know what you think about it. Even though this one doesn't quite sound as good and interesting as this, but this manages to keep the mix almost intact how it is in terms of, you know, like the contrast between the lows and the highs. Let's just back it down a little bit and have a listen again.
People talk to me about the men who try to get between. They buy you bags and jewelry. They think your kindness is so weak. No, you don't give it up so easy, babe. But you wanted my attention. Yeah, you wanted my affection.
So let me know what you guys think on the comment section. And until then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you obviously are new to the channel, be sure to hit that notification so you get notified when I post new contents. Also, check out my membership where I actually pushed mixing and full mix breakdowns. You also have access to obviously ask me any question and, you know, one-to-one and online connect. So I can actually go through your mixes and give you feedbacks. Until then, thanks for checking this out. Bye now.